Hi, this is Kim, and welcome to the Astro-Forecast from Expressions of the Universe. I'm going to do something a little different this week, and I'm going to try and do it for the next month, and split up the astrology, the crystals, and then the tarot readings. Maybe they don't like it. So this is our astrology bit for this week. I am going to post all of the videos in my blog together so that you can watch them. I would really like your feedback. I'm doing this based on feedback that I got from other people saying that my video was too long and that maybe they only wanted the Astro Forecast or the tarot readings or the crystal reading, and they were just skimming through to see the part that they liked, which is fine. But I kind of want to keep these short so that you can pick the one that you like. You can watch all of them. I think I may even combine all of them into one video, and then I'll separate them out. I'll figure it out when I'm doing the editing. So, I need my glasses for this because I have to read my notes that I made for the next week or so. And I don't know if you can notice, but my dog got a hold of my glasses and now they're all crooked. And I'm afraid to bend them back because they might break and then I won't be able to see. So anyway, I don't know how many of you out there feel the way I do, but I have been extremely tired lately. I slept Friday night into Saturday almost 12 hours. That never happens. I mean, I am an 8-hour kind of girl, but I have been needing more sleep than usual. And I really feel that that's like the winter energy that's coming on to us. I mean, we're almost finished the winter, which is great. We've had a really easy winter in where I'm from on the East Coast. But still, you know, the lack of sunlight, I feel drained all of the time. So I don't know if you have, but I've been hearing this from a lot of my clients, reading it from a lot of my friends, their blogs, and everybody is saying the same thing. All right, so Monday, tomorrow, which is February 1st, woohoo, welcome February. The moon will be in Scorpio. Things are kind of emotional, but with the moon in Scorpio and the sun in Aquarius, it has us feeling like we don't know where we fit in, where we belong. So if you're feeling that energy, just know that that is planetary energy and it's going to subside come Tuesday. Tuesday is a Grandmaster Day. The sun is 13 degrees in Aquarius, and that 1 and the 3, that equals a 4. It's a Grandmaster Day. The primaries are taking place. The results are going to be shocking to a lot of people. So be sure to watch the news. Don't be surprised if Donald Trump is extremely shocked because people do not vote for him. That's kind of what I'm thinking. There's going to be a breakdown and breakthrough for all of us during this time. The energy is really shifting. On Wednesday, it's really interesting because there's a huge dimensional shift occurring in the planets. Almost all of them are aligned up to like what equals a 4-degree aspect to each other. Everything's 4s all across the board. So that usually equals some type of vortex dimensional shift, which means that we're shifting in to a new reality. We're going to be thinking about, like, well, what do we believe in now? So whatever shocking news you're going to see in the headlines on Tuesday, it's going to have us questioning, well, what do I believe in now? Expect to see crazy headlines on Wednesday from whatever happens on Tuesday. Okay. Thursday, we're just kind of sailing along. Friday, Pluto... let me go back. Venus is crossing Pluto. And what that is, it's kind of a love fest day. It's a really loving energy, but it's also very dark. Pluto is the planet of death. I've heard Chris Witecki describe it as bittersweet type of day and like a black rose type of day. And as I said in my 2016 Astro Forecast, my numerology forecast, 2016, those numbers equal to a 9, which means endings. I feel that this year we're going to see a lot of people that we know personally or even celebrities passing away. They're going to be exiting this universe. They're going to be exiting the earth, not the universe. They're going to go out to the universe and continue their journey somewhere else because they've had enough here. Don't be surprised if a lot of people you know, whether it's personal or, famous, decide to depart this year, because this year is all about endings. I think we're going to be shocked a lot about the different passings that we're going to be seeing. And Friday, as predicted by Chris Witecki at Soul Garden TV, I watch him every day. I love him. Can't get through my day without him. He predicts that we're going to see another set of celebrity trios passing when we start into February. So don't be surprised. And that really aligns what I predicted for 2016 as well. When I predicted the same thing for 2012, which 2012 equals 5, and that's change, that also signifies, big, huge changes. I predicted a lot of people would be passing in 2012. And I'm telling you, if you were in my family and you were alive in 2012, there aren't too many left. I know a lot of friends that have passed. Most of my family members passed in 2012. And I'm not sure about celebrities because I was probably pretty wrapped up in my own stuff. But 2012 was a huge change year for me. I predicted it. Even though I predicted it, I didn't think it was happening to me, and it did. So, really keep your eyes open for 2016 because I'm kind of predicting the same. All right. Let's see. Let's get on to Saturday. Saturday is all about commitments, setting what we have been thinking about for the last month, setting it in stone, kind of signing the contract and making things stick at this point. Monday, next Monday, the following Monday, we have a new moon. I'll talk about that next week. But that's when we manifest. That's when we ask for what we want. The energy right now, the only planet that we have in retrograde is Jupiter. It will be in Jupiter until May 9th. But we'll still be in the shadow of it until August 7th. However, it's not really a bad thing. It's not like Mercury retrograde, where things get all wonky. Although, there are some cautions with this Jupiter retrograde. But Jupiter is in Pluto, and it's in retrograde. So those people who were born between 1957 and 1972, although there's a small period of time where it popped out and went into Libra, which was October 5th of 71 until April 17th of 72. It went into Libra for a little bit, and then it came back out, went into Virgo, and then July 30th of 72, it went back into Libra, and it stayed there until 1984. But those people that are born with their Jupiter in Virgo, I'm one of them. All of these people are becoming extremely health conscious right now, taking a look at your health, taking a look at what you're eating. So have you been doing that lately? Have you been trying to be healthier, mind, body, and spirit, all of that? Maybe adopting an exercise program. I know, I didn't even really think about it, but I have been doing that. And then when I looked at the Astro-Forecast, I'm like, holy crap, that totally makes sense. Virgo is the healer. It's the mother. And it's very nurturing. But those of us that are born with Pluto in Virgo are very health conscious. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you out there, if you're born between that time period, if you are doctors or nurses or EMTs of some sort. because that's the profession that Pluto and Virgo takes. I guess you can even call my profession sort of, I can do healings. I do them on animals. I really haven't done them on people. But I also am kind of like a psychiatrist to people, to my clients. And that's my calling. So a lot of us Pluto and Virgo people, that's their calling, is to help people. But it's also, it has to do with our personal health. And a lot of us are coming off of gluten. You want to take a look at that. You want to take a look at your, like, how is your digestion? How does your body feel? Maybe you need a more plant-based diet. I do enjoy meat, like once or twice or 3 times a week. But I feel that when I have more of a plant-based diet, I just feel healthier. I feel better about myself. And that's very much what this Pluto Jupiter in Virgo retrograde is about. So it kind of lines up with our Pluto Virgo, and it's taking us backwards to take a look at, our health. And also, we're getting older, so we want longevity. We're realizing, this isn't going to last forever, so we better start taking care of it if we haven't. The one downfall about this Jupiter retrograde is that some of us can have total lack of self-control in any aspect in our lives. We can be shoving food down our faces, smoking packs of cigarettes one after the other, cheating on our spouses or our boyfriends and girlfriends, really being in that ego head, because like this Jupiter retrograde is making us feel fantastic in a lot of aspects, making us feel invincible, and also making us feel above reproach. However, there are repercussions to anything that you do in excess, anything that you're doing out of control. So I would definitely say keep that in check, because you may not enjoy the consequences that you will reap, especially, if you think that your actions are above reproach. So that's all I have for you for the astrology report for this week, and that'll be for February 1st through February 7th. Now click on my next video to see either the crystal reading for the week or the tarot readings for the week. Thank you, and have a great week. Blessings from me. Mwah. Hi, it's Kim again, and welcome back for the crystal cards of the week and the crystals that we'll be working with. And so from the Crystal Vision deck, I chose Sodalite this week, and it's about the journey. And what the journey is that it's time for you to start out on a new journey. Take stock of where you've been and where you're going, or where you want to go, and get going. Often if we're too far, let's see, can I put this up here? No, it's not even going to fit. Oh well, sorry about that. When we're so focused in the future, or too focused in what has happened in the past, it kind of stagnates us and we can't get moving. And really, we should just be focusing on the present moment. So take this time, take stock of where it has been that where you're coming from. Don't dwell there. Where it is that you want to go, and just get moving. Take that first step. I couldn't find the piece of sodalite that I really love, but here is a piece of sodalite. I'll hold it up with this card so that you could see. It's a really lovely deep blue with some white veining. This is considered a throat chakra stone. So if you're meditating, you can lay down, place this on your throat. This is also a great third eye stone for right here. I will lay down and meditate with these on here. Oh, and I just realized I have a Sodalite bracelet on today. So you can see it's that same deep blue with the white veining. I love to have Sodalite on because it helps me pick up intuitive impulses. And it goes hand in hand with the other crystal card that I drew for today, which is Lapis Lazuli. And they're very similar stones, yet they are slightly different. And here is my prize piece of Lapis Lazuli. I think I've shown this to you before. Now let me put it up to this so that you can compare. The Sodalite is definitely a darker blue than the Lapis Lazuli. And you'll often find with Lapis Lazuli, you'll see bands of gold, flecks of gold in there. I love this. I can't place it on my head to meditate, but I will hold it in my hand. Here's a more convenient piece of Lapis Lazuli. You can see there's also white veining in that and gold, actual pure gold in this. And the Lapis Lazuli is all about tapping into our intuition. It's also a third eye stone and a throat chakra stone. But what this is saying, when I combine this card with this card, start out on that journey and then use your intuition at every turn to decide whether or not you are on the right path. You are going to get bursts of intuition, bursts of creativity are going to come to you in the coming weeks, and you're just going to know in your gut that you are doing the right thing, you are on the right path. That's where Lapis Lazuli comes in. And you know what I was talking about, if you saw the Astro video with the Jupiter in Virgo retrograde, about it being healing and us wanting to heal our bodies and do better for our bodies, eat better, start up exercise programs. Sodalite is it's a great healing stone, and it's also used for health. I know friends of mine will place Sodalite stones that they've blessed into creeks and rivers to purify the water. I know some of you might think that's crazy, but look into the magic of crystals, and you will find out that they do have an enormous amount of magic in them. Just think about it. You know, your watches, your computers are all run off of crystal quartz or lithium quartz. Lithium is such a great stone. If I'm feeling really crappy, I will put some lithium in my bra. It'll take me right out of my bad mood very, very quickly, and I leave it there, especially when I'm PMSing, because that's when I can be kind of nasty, and I can't filter what comes out of my mouth, so I will definitely use lithium. But think about it. You know, clear crystal quartz and lithium quartz are used in our electronics, all of them. But anyway, our stones this week are the blue stones, Sodalite and Lapis Lazuli, both very, very beautiful stones. Start out on your journey, use your intuition, and I bet you're going to be so much happier if you do. So that's it for the crystals for this week, February 1st through February 7th. Now, you can go and click on the tarot readings for the week, or you can go back to the Astro-Forecast for the week. Peace and blessings. I love you. Thank you. Hi, it's Kim, and welcome back to Expressions of the Universe. And here are your intuitive readings for the week of February 1st through the 7th. This reading really took an interesting turn as I was choosing the cards just now. And of course they all go together, but in the end we have some really good news. So the angel card and the energy that I chose for the week is communication. I don't know if you want to go ahead and pause your screen so that you can see. I'm going to zoom that up for you so that you can read that. And then there's the affirmation. Hopefully you can see it. I don't know if it's going to come out backwards or not. But what this card is said to me right away was, I'm having communication error with my brain. It talked to me about integrity and speaking your truth and being honest, not only with yourself, but with others. Also, are you asking for what it is that you want? Are you being clear? Are people being clear with you? Not only about you speaking, but are you taking the time to listen to people? Are you taking the time to listen to what people are saying to you? You know, communication is a two-way street. But I feel a lot of this has to do with personal integrity. That's just the feeling that I got. So take this week and try to improve your communication with yourself, with spirit. You can talk to them all of the time. You can ask them to show you signs. You can ask them for what you want. I do it every single day. And if you saw my crystal reading that I just recorded, the crystals for the week are sodalite and lapis lazuli. They are both throat chakra stones. I highly recommend using that, especially with communication coming up. The throat chakra stones allow you to speak your truth and to say things clearly and to get things off of your chest. So I chose a couple cards from the Gaia deck this week, and then Colette Baron reads Wisdom of the Avalon, because you know I love them. And perception comes up again. So I feel that some of us are finally seeing a different perception in the world. We're seeing things a little bit differently. Give you a close-up look of that card. Some of us are still stuck, and we cannot see the bigger picture. You need to work on that. But congratulations to those of you who can see the bigger picture, who can see both sides of every coin. That's what perception is really about. You know, you can have your belief in one thing, but if you can go ahead and see the other side of what your belief is and at least understand it, then you're getting a grasp of the bigger picture, and you're finally getting a grasp of perception. And the next card is the Sacred Heart. And to me, this is about soulmates. This is about great love. We are coming up on Valentine's Day, so it doesn't surprise me that the Sacred Heart has come up. But the Sacred Heart is also about loving yourself. You know, putting the love into yourself and respecting yourself. And I'll show you why. We have the Temptress that comes up next. And the Temptress is, part of it's about seduction. So I do predict that some of you are going to be falling in love at this time. That's what I see with the Sacred Heart. And you will be basically in a love at first sight type of situation. You will be seduced. However, I have to warn you, the Temptress is also about deceit and being hurt very deeply by somebody that you believed in. It's also interesting that this Temptress comes up because I spoke about Jupiter in retrograde in my Astro video, and you know, the bad side of that Jupiter retrograde is about people stepping out on their loved ones, cheating. So, you know, hopefully you are not the one that is doing that. Hopefully it's not happening to you, because I would hate to see any of you have a broken heart. So just be cautious. If you are getting caught up in a brand new romance, which is woohoo, wonderful for you, just be very, very careful. you know, that this person is not deceiving you. The next card that I chose is Evolution. And what Evolution is, we have some glare coming in the window. Evolution is all about transformation. We're finally making the changes that will stick, that will make a difference in our life. Things are transforming. Think about the butterfly that starts out as a caterpillar and then goes into the chrysalis, its cocoon, and then it comes out and emerges transformed. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw this was, we've ended Mercury retrograde. It was over last Monday. Yes, we are still in the shadow of it until February 14th. However, I think a lot of us are emerging from this Mercury retrograde, and we're finally, on February 1st, we're going to start to feel that renewal, and it's going to build through the rest of the month. Also, Evolution is about climate changes, and so I think that this transformation energy is going to carry us all the way through March 20th, through the vernal equinox, when we have our first day of spring, and then that's when things are really going to get fantastic. So I see a lot of really wonderful things happening for all of us. So then I went into my Colette Baron Reed deck. First card that came out, Communication. How about that? Because that was the angel card that I picked for the week. So now that I've got the double communication card, this is really saying to pay attention. You need to truly ask for what it is that you want. Are you communicating your needs and your wants to those, you know, to your loved ones, to your friends, to your family, to your bosses, anybody that you have to deal with on a daily basis, or are you just being a doormat? Also, this goes hand in hand with, are you listening to what other people are asking you and telling you that they need? So, you know, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. But we really need to improve our communication skills. We need to improve our listening skills. And this is all about integrity. This card number is 41, which equals to a 5. And that says to me, it's time that we change the way that we communicate. And we have to act in total integrity, which is being honest. And also that says to me, if you're going to talk the talk, you better walk the walk. You know, there's nothing that I dislike more than people that say blah, 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 and then their actions don't show it. I mean, you can say anything all day long, but if you don't follow up, you know, on what you're promising, you know, then you're just full of crap. Ooh, which made me think of not following up on what you're promising. The Temptress is also about broken promises. So you can blah, blah, blah all day long, but, you know, if you're going to go ahead and not walk your talk, then it's nothing more than a broken promise. Have integrity. Be honest with not only yourself, but the ones that you love. The next card that came up was the Serpent, and I'm going to have to tilt that so you could see that. And the Serpent is about knowledge and healing. At least that's what that card says. But to me, the Serpent is, once again, about deceit. And that's what I'm picking up. But also, so I see knowledge and healing. You're going to find out some information this week, and it could be a little bit shocking to you. This is the energy that I'm feeling for this week. And it's going to be at the beginning of the week, like Tuesday, Wednesday. The knowledge that you are going to gain, you're going to hear or find out something, and it's going to be extremely shocking. And then once the end of Wednesday into Thursday comes, it's going to start your healing process. It's almost as if you're going to be over and finished with something come Friday. I feel that come Friday, there's going to be the death of something. And we've got Venus crossing Pluto, which also indicates the death of something that we love. Unfortunately, and I hope it's nothing here in my house. But go check out the Astro-Forecast for the week, and you'll see what I mean. And then the final card for this week. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's Joy. And what this is telling me is that come next Saturday, which would be, I think, February 6th, it is time to celebrate. So I think, you're going to get this knowledge at the beginning of the week. It could be quite shocking. And then you're just going to, by the end of the week, you're going to be like, F it. Thank God. I'm moving on. It's time for me to party and celebrate. And get on your journey and go. Enjoy your life. The weather has been really, really nice here on the East Coast. We had one major snowstorm, and it really wasn't even that bad because the majority of the snow melted within 3 days because it's been so warm. And, I just it feels like spring to me. I already feel like spring. And I hope you do too. I know a lot of you are living in some very, very lovely warm places in the world. I do envy you, but I do like my winter. My dogs love the winter. So that's all I have for you for this week. I hope you enjoyed these videos being split up the way that they are. I think I will edit them together into one video and give you the choice of either watching them all at one time or in separate segments with the Astro video, the crystal video, and then the card reading video. And just so you know, that was asked of me by several of my clients that only watch one segment. They didn't want to have to sit through a 20 or 30-minute video to get to the segment that they loved. So please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the format of the videos. I'm going to try this for the next couple of weeks and see how it works. And hopefully you will all like it. And if you hate it, please let me know. I will see you next week. And peace and love. Blessings. Bye.